Officials say about 3/4 of this year's wildland fires have actually been caused by people. And that's why the Reno Fire Department is asking people to use caution when you go outside. Paul Nelson joins us live at the Earthstone fire burn area with a little bit more on prevention. Paul?
Yeah, Landon, there's already been more than 30 large wildland fires just in our region. And as you mentioned, most of them are caused by humans, including this one, the Earthstone fire. And even if they're accidental, they are preventable. So firefighters say it's important to get the word out with this year's conditions, just how critical it is for fire prevention. The Earthstone fire burned more than 41,000 acres a few weeks ago. One of many fires that quickly spread because of the thick grassy fuels.
We've had more fires, bigger fires, more often this early in the season than we have in quite some time.
In fact, our region recently went almost 3 weeks with a new fire every day. Most of those wouldn't have happened if people had used better judgment.
I think there's a real challenge here, whether you're dealing with young kids, teenagers, people in their 20s or 30s. At some point, people have to be responsible adults and step up and take responsibility.
Fireworks are illegal in our state, but they're still suspected of starting 19 fires just on the 4th of July. And the U.S. Forest Service says the Garson fire is one of 14 suspected shooting-caused fires in Washoe and Alpine counties in June alone.
And there's kind of a myth out there that I've done it all this time, I've never caused a fire, I've never seen a fire, never heard of it. It does happen.
Target shooting is prohibited within city limits and on federal land until fire season is over. But even when conditions appear to be safe, you should still use good judgment.
I want to say about 4 years ago, I started a fire while I was shooting. Guess what? I had a fire extinguisher in my truck. It was done within 30 seconds.
All it takes is one spark to start a wildland fire. And while people should use common sense every day, it's especially important during red flag warnings. Each fire stretches resources thinner and thinner.
Don't use power tools outside. Don't drive off-road. Simple things that can prevent a fire, and every fire we prevent is property saved and possibly lives saved.
Cochran says the Reno Fire Department's on pace to break its record for calls in 1 year this year. And while people can be cited and face fines for starting fires, Cochran says he would much rather educate people to prevent these fires from happening altogether. Covering Fire Watch Live, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.
And Paul.